Hello and welcome to Cloud Monday. It's part 2 of trying out Far Changing Tides on PlayStation Plus Cloud streaming service and seeing what's it like to stream it from the cloud. This game, I'm quite curious about the save, how it's going to work. But it looks like it's going to put us pretty much exactly right at the point of the last save. I was curious whether or not that seems fine. I was curious if it was just going to put us right at the checkpoint, right where we saved, or something else completely. What am I carrying? It really did pick us up right after. Okay. So. That was a bit of a stutter there, but I don't think that was from streaming. I think that's from the game itself. This game has some aspects which work really well being streamed from the cloud. And then it has others that are not so good. Actually, I think I need to raise this to get up there. So I'm pretty sure I've got to climb up there. I guess not. So that grey is a stream tear. So basically, we're watching a video. There we go. And sometimes the video, the frames per second, one of those frames perhaps missing a bit of information. So that's obviously, if there's nothing to show, the console just has to default to something, and it seems to default to grey. We had this in the last video, and we had a few issues in the last video. But this game has some unique features that make it not that bad. For example, in the background, we had issues with macro blocking. So instead of the fine detail we see here, we had bigger, larger squares of colour. You hear that? Music box. We can zoom in. That seems interesting. I always keep thinking that sometimes we're meant to collect stuff. So I just put it on the ship. Probably never going to use it, but yeah. Anyway, so the macro blocking is one thing, and zebra striping was another. So we had, as it sounds, white and black stripes appear. But because we can zoom in and out, that helped break up that issue and kind of refresh the background. But also we can move the camera. Unfortunately not in this specific moment, but we can move the camera and we can move it up and down. And in this game, down is water and up is the sky. So again, it kind of refreshed the image. Intentional or not, it was really good. We might have put something there. What was a flower? Sure, we'll put the flower in there. Anything else in here? Let's zoom in. Oh, yeah, stairs were annoying in the first part. There's a little, in terms of out and out story, it seems to be we have to make it up from what we see. Was the flower the only thing we're meant to do there? So we've got a couple of levels. Will this go all the way back down to the ship? No, okay, let's carry the plant with us. So yeah, even though this game has some interesting positives that I've not really seen in any other game we've played, the negative. Whoops, is that going to reset that to me? Yeah. The negative though is that unfortunately the save system is just not great for this. The way it works on this system, PlayStation Plus cast streaming service, sounds like radio. Is that you're given 20 seconds and you've got to save. Okay, maybe. Oh no, we can go on the roof, can't we? Yeah. And you have to save. You've got to do what you can to save before it kicks you off the service. Unfortunately for this game, the save, there's no manual save at all. There's auto save, and you'll see in the bottom right corner when it does. But even then, it's not as frequent as you would like. One of the reasons why last video, part 1, was so long is because we just had to kind of wait until we saw, you see the bottom right there, until we saw that. I would like to keep this with me. Well, that doesn't do anything. This way? So yeah, that's why the first video is very much, there are positives and negatives to this system. Ah, tsunami. Maybe even earthquake? I tell you, the music's still really cool. One of the highlights about this game is definitely the music. It doesn't look like we're going to get that plant back. I kind of want to go and get it, because in this world there is nature, but we ourselves don't seem to have anything on our ship that's like that. It looks quite unique. So if I can drop this on top of there, on top of our ship, am I meant to get across there? Doesn't seem like I can get through there. Oh, it's still moving. This is moving. Huh, gotcha. So in part 1 our ship got damaged. Essentially destroyed. So it looks like we're going to fix it. And it looks like I may not be able to get that flower after all. Is it really hopeless? It won't let me go up, will it? It's interesting, that flower probably has like something to do with a secret ending, maybe. Because it's such a strange thing to find. too far. So you gotta really manage. So I thought that was level, but it's not. It keeps moving. You kind of gotta let go. Hey, looks like we've got a nice little house addition to the back of that. That's what this game kind of is in some respects. It's just you making your way from scenario to scenario. Ouch. Let's check out the new place. Zoom in. Not too sure what this does. Hopefully that's going to keep it kind of safe and secure. That's the old part of the ship. This is fuel for the fire. That's the front exit. That's the bottom exit. So that all works. Got new controls. What do these do? Yes, I can't believe that thing just fell down. Pick it up. Oh no. Okay, so there's something down there. Interesting. It's been a part of this game that hasn't seemed to have been used much, is this whole exploring the underwater world. Is this a submarine? Did it connect? I don't think it did. I don't know, just raise it up, see what happens. Nuts. You can just notice on the roof, it tells you which way the levers work. I should be bringing it up. Well, it's not doing anything, is it? I can't seem to grab it either. Is there any other way into this wreck? No, it's on the floor, isn't it? Yes. There's a little mystery, another go. Give more slack. I'm trying to press square. It works before, but now it doesn't. So why won't this raise up now? No, the controls. I'm not going to say that there's issues because of streaming, but they're not the best in my opinion. So then that shot up. This has a roof. And we got something. Is that, I'm guessing there's something flammable maybe? Who knows? Well, I'm gonna go down. Hopefully it's all clear now. What the blockage was, see if there's anything else in here. Ah, it's the gate. I hadn't even thought about how we're going to get out of here yet. Don't want to waste too long just in case the ship takes off. I can't wait to set that to neutral. Right. Is there enough? Oh, there's no wind. We have a windsock on our ship. So let's use fire. Let's set off to the next place. Zoom out. It's nice that you can zoom out. You can see autosave now, so the scenario is finished. You can see the fire we're working with, but of course you can just zoom in. You kind of need to manage. Yeah, periodically you need to do repairs on the ship as well. Ah, looks like we have wind. Oh, I keep forgetting there's no door there. It's a little bit more choppy now. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the issues I have with the platforming isn't because of streaming. It's just how it is, unfortunately. The game's platforming isn't the best. At least visually, we can see the wind hitting the sails, but also the sails themselves have open, there we go, full speed open, so you can also see yourself, so you got to manually pay attention. So the fire's gone out and then you should go in. I thought they would go in. Now the question is, how long do we have to wait to the next story beat? Like, what's going to happen? Entering in the world, we can see happening in the background. Oh, we've lost. Where is it? There we go. So far we haven't met any other people, but I'm not entirely sure we ourselves are people. I wonder if we're like a robot of some description. This wind is all over the place. No wonder the water's so choppy. But so far, visually, it has been a much better video quality this day. And that's why we do these over 2 days. 2 different days, different times. So we get... Well, I try to do different times. I don't actually always get that right. But the point is, we try to see a better average of the experience rather than blame it all on one bad day. I live in an apartment, and I know someone in this apartment building is a gamer, because there was a big monitor delivery today outside whilst I was walking outside, so I'm pretty sure I've seen them modernise the whole setup recently. So we've got a lot of debris here. Just gotta bring the sail in, because we're gonna hit that thing on the side there. We're gonna hit this buoy. So I'm going to untie that. Just in case. Huh, a ship. Damn, there's no forward momentum. I was kind of hoping that we'd be dragged along a little bit. I don't want to start a fire in the furnace just for a little bit of movement, because then have to put out the fire. Is anyone home? There's a lot of stuff in the background and around us we can see but we can't interact with, and I think that ship's one of them. Well, we don't have to, well, yes, we can't put it out because we're going to hit it. Let's put the ship back in. And then the first part I kept the mast kicking smacked about. I think we're clear, yeah. I don't want to keep damaging the ship. Finding things to fix the ship seems to be a little difficult. Where is the wind? There we go. Now for that debris out there, a part of me wonders if I should have been exploring the water. It looks like we've got a storm coming, which explains why the weather's this rough. That and the music's picking up. So in a storm, do we bring the sails down and use the fire instead? Is that why we were meant to have looked? Yeah, lightning. If that hits the sail, that could cause a fire. Wrong one, that one. Alright, let's get going. I want to zoom out and have a look at it. When you're manually controlling the sail, you can't move the camera. But here, because all I'm doing, as you can see, is jumping. I'm able to move the camera out. So yeah, we're able to see if there's anything we're meant to pick up. But doing that also helps if the screen has any issues with macro blocking or zebra striping. At the moment, We seem fine. But I'm wondering if our ship's going to get some sort of submarine mode. Doesn't look like anything's been damaged. I can't believe I literally said that. What was it? I'm looking, but I can't seem to see anything damaged other than the furnace we're next to. I think the sail's damaged, the mast. Was there a lightning strike? Did I not see it? Well, let's fix this. Let's go and fix the sail. And then as this item used up, we can put it on fire. Oh, it just gets used up again. Now hopefully this is it, because we don't have anything else to burn. Well, hopefully we can get out the lightning. Sure, camera, if you want to drift down. Doesn't appear to be anything down there. I think where I've got the arrow is perhaps the most efficient use of it. If I go too far to the blue, it risks damaging, and something up top pops up. Something on top of the boiler that needs to be fixed. Oh no, I just remembered. We can go into the blue. To the right of it, you see a red little bar. That is the engine temperature. If it gets too hot, then it's a trouble. Like there. Ah. Gotta cool it down. But I might have accidentally put out the fire. So, don't want the music box. Pick that up. Yes, I've got to go down, connect it to this. I've got nothing on this side either. Okay, so now I remember. We can get it into the blue. More speed. Why was that not like that? We've got to pay attention to temperature. I wonder how long that's been not full speed ahead. Something on the distance. I don't seem to be making much difference here. Jumping on it. Wonder if it's damaged. We seem to be at the edge of the clouds, so it looks like I might be able to get the sails out in a minute. Well, seeing as that was the last item and I don't want to burn the music box, I'm gonna have to risk it. There we go. Come on, there we go. Looks like we're right near the edge. And of course it gets hit by lightning. Let's zoom out. Is there anything I can pick up? Alright. Let's go exploring and get some items so I can't find anything to burn. Much calmer down here. Just going around pressing square, see if I pick up anything. Again, I kind of wonder if I was meant. Was that just the thunder and lightning, or did my ship get hit? Am I going to return to a ship on fire, essentially? Well, there doesn't seem to be anything that way. Okay, you got to hold X to get the best of that. Come on, let's give me something I can burn. Makes you wonder if we're actually hearing what we're hearing underwater, if that's just the noise from above the water being played. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to be a time limit on how much we can spend underwater. But it gets dark the further away we are from the ship, though. Come on, give me something. It's getting really dark. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to head back. And if we get the sail back out, so hopefully we're not going to be too bad. It would be nice to do at least one more scenario today. Kind of a bit of a shame we're not able to really ride the waves. Where's the ship? There it is. I'll go for the front. Wow. Nothing left to burn. All I can do... It's weird that you have a hole right next to a door there and stairs up there. So I now have this. Go on, we should be able to get you a couple more uses before we're in trouble. You see how the sails got better? That's what I want to grab. Strong wind, nice. we might be right on the very edge of the storm. Oh man, it looks like we were just so unlucky that we got hit right at the edge. We're going to hit that ship with our sail? Measuring distance between objects isn't always easy in this game. Let's zoom out. It doesn't do much, but it does show the devastation. It does look like a tsunami hit. I want to bring them in. Smack right into the wall there. Let's bring that inside. Don't want to lose it. So we need to climb. Well, obviously we're not going over the wall, so I guess this could be we're going to unlock some sort of submarine. It feels like the natural progression of the game. Got above water, perhaps now to go under it. Or unless there's going to be a flood and the ship's going to come up to us. We've already had some sort of flood in the first part. Well, hopefully that's going to land on the ship. What are we going to do here? We're going to pick up the ship? Fine platforming is just not this game's strong point. And it just keeps insisting on doing it. So we're going to put something. Oh, that's where the charges go. So we need to find an energy thing to put there. Are these cities? Was that a lighthouse? Unfortunately, environmental storytelling is fine, but you do have to do it in such a way that there's only one conclusion, or if there's multiple conclusions, it's not a bad thing, because I don't know if I'm getting what the story is meant to be telling me. No. From my experience of playing other games from the cloud streaming service, that's why I don't think the platforming is because of the streaming service. I feel like it's a game thing. Out of all the videos we've done, it's only been, I think, 2 where I would say, that's bad because of streaming. All the others have been fine. Huh. Cool visual though, isn't it? Let go. Let go. I know what I need to do before the game will let me do it. Thankfully, fall damage isn't really a thing here. That's what we need to install. Now, I'm pretty sure I can't carry that, 'cause I'm trying. So we've got to fill this back with water again. And get that too, haven't I? Ah. Trying to switch that from to that, yeah. That makes you wonder what all the steps on the other side are for. Doesn't seem to be anything collectible on the right side. So how do we get this? Ah, okay. So I need something to move that with. Wonder if I can hook it. It's a very, very long cable. Will that just bring it back? I don't think that worked. Oh, it did. Just not enough of an audio cue or visual cue to see what's happening. The cog is really dark. Come on. Why can't I? Wait, do I need to move it myself? Okay. Alright, we're doing it. Oh, thankfully that hooked on. Okay, and now we need to stay on here. Why wouldn't it let me stay on there? No, come on. I should install it automatically. I shouldn't have to do anything. I may need to jump on it, but other than that, I'm good. So what's it actually going to do then? Who knows, maybe we'll fly. Hey, you see it landed. There it is. Huh. Look like an air tank. Now what do I do? I saw this, but nothing's happening. Something under here? No, but I do need to find stuff to burn. So let's have a quick look. There we go. Couldn't grab the fish. Here we go. How are you going to pick up one thing? It's so frustrating. Trying to maneuver it. It's not going to work. Where is it? The entrance. Come on. Let's get the other one. Just see if there's anything else nearby. Nope. So whatever we need to do, the game thinks we just need two to do it with. Hey, I like that confidence. I just don't know how to do it. Just looking around for any other controls. All I saw was this thing here. I zoom in. It's a tank. I thought that was going to be like oxygen tank, but we need to empty. No, we don't. We're filling up the tank to make us heavy to sink. God, I hope there's no leaks. Now, is our thing around our neck, around the front of the ship, going to spin and be used as a propeller? We need to get a little lower, but we don't want to hit the bottom. I imagine that could do damage. Yeah. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh. Anticlimax. Yes, it is the propellers. I'll smack into it. And just enough clearance. What's interesting, this time the whole ship isn't covered, we're still seeing inside it. Music doesn't sound that jolly though, does it? Oh, that's what happened. We need to get higher. Let me switch this to that. Hook that to that. Just a little bit. Actually, oh man, leave me alone. Okay, it's gonna be enough to get us through this section. Really nervous. Ah, come on, platforming. It's very much a management sim at this point now. Now, we have no more fuel. Can we just surface now? No, we are still going under. Okay, we need fuel for this whole thing to be over and done with. I still can't remember seeing a save, and that's the thing. If I hit pause, it'll tell me when it last manually saved. But I couldn't tell you what I was doing at that time. Come on, something to burn. Bubbles? Expecting things to float. I wasn't looking for that down there. Hey, at least the game helped. Now where's the ship? We gotta go lower. Yeah, I'm gonna get the others for sure. Thankfully doing this doesn't seem to flood the ship or do any water damage. I thought I saw something. Nope. We know there's nothing floating, so pay more attention to the bottom. You do hope there's going to be an upgrade that lets us pick up more than one thing at a time. In game, you can understand why. We're just a little kid, or kid height, I assume. We don't seem to have any bags or boxes to carry stuff in with. But still, I'd rather get the story, and do a lot of this management stuff. It's like, why can't we have a net that's picking up all this stuff, you know? So we'll get this one and head back. Let me get back here. the busybody stuff done, let's try and get back to actual gameplay. So we need to, yeah, still connected. Sync. And the fire didn't continue. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. One way. Man, I hope that sail's not damaged when we finish this section. So I kind of wanted to default to the middle, like an actual satisfying kind of click. I wonder why these bellows sometimes stop working properly. I'll say zoomed out so I can pay attention to what's happening. So those bubbles were where we picked up everything. Yes, the engine got a little too hot there. I think we need to go up. Up, I said. Oh, that'll do for now. Yeah, getting along this video like the last one, but there's nothing I can do about the save situation. I have to get to a point where the game will save. Music's a good sign. Not quite close enough yet. Not going too fast, just in case I need to make an emergency fall down. Dive, I mean. But yeah, this seems to be the right call. Right. That's a cool visualization. There's no wind, so we've got to use this last one here. Well, there's an auto save. But it feels like a weird place to save. I want to save at the start of a scenario rather than in the middle or seemingly nowhere. So again, there's another way how the auto-save system in this game just doesn't work well for a cloud game. And when you zoom out, you've got better control of the camera. Oh, fence. Bosh. We need to dive. quickly whilst we've still got fuel. And we have no fuel. No. Try to level. There we go. Oh boy. Gotta find some fuel. I wish I kind of just quit the autosave. Maybe this game is smart and is left. Oh, we gotta back the ship up. Or maybe. Yeah, this might be long enough. I was starting to think that this was the wrong move and I should have jumped over somehow. Yeah, it's not ripping the roof off, but it's opening it. I'm guessing we need to find a way to open the door. At least underwater platforming feels pretty good in this game. I think we found something. Yeah, the music's really nice. So we got to... We can do this, can we? Yeah, I assume that's us opening that. It is. Excellent. At least the puzzles aren't too difficult. It's either it tends to be the platforming that makes them difficult. I gotta go back up and turn it on. This is why I think this game would be really cool as a two-player game for situations like this. Because unfortunately, like I said before, it feels a bit too much like busybody work for one person. But teamwork, this would have been really cool. Yeah, that was a lot of stream tearing there. Grab this. Lots of fuel. But I'm still not entirely convinced. When I want to go down, that door doesn't let me. And when I want to avoid it, all it wants to do is send me down it. Ah! It's like, I just feel like the controls needed more playtesting. Ah, come on. Oh, I needed something to help us. I don't know how much you know, but there was a game called Sly Cooper and Infamous, all from Sucker Punch, and they had admitted essentially that players are not always good at jumping, or they're not always good at judging the distances. So what they did was they helped you, essentially. they had some sort of lock-on system. I want to just check if we're meant to do anything. Yeah, I think that's giving me too much of a jump. It felt like that room was so special, and all it had was junk in it. Junk we need, but still, you know, junk. Like, is there really nothing else here? Yes there was. Button. Like that should just lock on. Try pressing square to lock onto it. I tell you, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna quit after this, that's for sure. Now we zoomed out so much I can't see where I am. Just one quick check whilst we're here. Did I turn on anything in here? Does it turn on the lights? It doesn't look like it did anything else. Like whatever this is, nothing happened, nothing changed. And the whole sequence we just finished did nothing. Why can't I make progress through this door anymore? It closed the door, so I have to go back again. Well, that really was a waste of time. I think I had a little bit of an audio glitch there. It's just a real like click. Well, let's move on. Hopefully that'll be enough to trigger the autosave so I can finally end part 2. Like, are we meant to surface now? Are we meant to stay under here? Like if I surface, it seems to use up the fuel, so I kind of want to stay. Yeah, so I just saw it, and I am going to take the time to quit. So, Far Changing Tides. It just doesn't work well as a cloud game. I think I'd be more inclined to download it to the console than keep playing it through the cloud. So what we do now, we head to the internet speed test so we can see what I'm working with today. So let's head there now. So in settings, you go to network, and in network there's test internet connection. Now, normally my internet speed is decent, but of course I live in an apartment building, it's kinda, the bandwidth is shared. I haven't uploaded anything yet today. And yeah, it's about 20 megabytes per second lower than normal. I thought, well, the overall playing experience was better than part 1. Still a couple of artifacts and issues, but on the whole, better than part 1. But the game itself, that autosave is just not fun. And when it seems to save you in the middle of nowhere, like, why would I want to leave the game here when I want to get to the start of the next puzzle and then save? So that save system really doesn't work with this being a game being streamed to me from the cloud. Controls are mostly fine, but that's fine in terms of there's no lag. They're bad in terms of the platforming. It just doesn't seem to work. It needs some sort of lock on to whatever it is you're aiming at. Something that more platformer focused games use. This game doesn't seem to have it. So I can be nearly pixel perfect, but because I'm not pixel perfect, it doesn't seem to want to do it. So that's very frustrating. So you got that aspect, and you got the autosave aspect, adding frustration and tension outside of the game itself, what the game's trying to do. So yeah, in a way it's distracting. Being able to zoom in and out, go above and below the water, does help with artifacts in the background, like it did in part 1. But I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough for me to recommend this game as something from the cloud. That save system is just not suitable for the cloud. It's a shame they got it available to stream with such a weird limitation. It's one I'd recommend downloading, sure. It's not that big in the grand scheme of things, and it's an interesting experience. And I might just do that, download it just to finish playing it. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I expect a game like this, or this sort of style, it's not going to be 20 hours. So, of course, leave me know in the comments your thoughts. How did you play it? Download, stream. I don't know if it had a disc. It might have had a disc. And what was your experience of the game as well? I don't mind it. I just feel like the environmental storytelling is just not enough. I want more story and less busybody stuff. So until the next Cloud Monday video, because next time will be a new game. We only do 2 parts per game. Or until I see you checking out some of the other videos, playlists, YouTube shorts we have on our YouTube channel. Or maybe I'll see you over at Ko-fi. As a small YouTube channel, we get no money from YouTube. So with Ko-fi, we can get PayPal donations. And we've got a couple of subscription tiers as well. Maybe one of them will be interesting to you. But wherever or whenever I see you again, please take care.